BlandFit here. Hit that like and subscribe button for me. I'm visiting grandma.
To any workout.
Got my beautiful lady right here. It's a camera.
So today I want to talk about the 3 struggles I have when losing weight. When losing weight or getting to a point where you feel comfortable that you have reached your goal or close to it, you still have those obstacles or roadblocks that come in your path. And I still have them to this day. I refer to those roadblocks or obstacles as struggles. But the first step in any problem that you have is admission. And my admission is that I'm BlandFit and I struggle with these 3 things, and others may as well. I forgot to mention that I'm on the way to the barbershop. It is time, Bland Brigade. It is really time.
Hey, that thing clean now. Look at that. Yeah, dang. I'm trying to tell you.
I am BlandFit, and I am admitting my struggles in an effort to help someone else. The weight loss process does not stop, people. The weight loss process may slow down or it may get adjusted. I'm not saying you have to do 100 burpees every day or always go hard, because I surely don't every day. You will have a routine down to help you sustain consistency. Is that a double positive? Can you do a double positive? Okay, I'll title the first struggle is an upcoming event. Let's say that. If I know I'm going to go to a social, a family gathering, I'm going to maybe get up later with the fellas. It could be a bar, it could be out somewhere. If I know the office, and this is referring to working in an office environment too. If I know the office next week is having an office potluck, I will likely not watch my calories. I'll just be honest with you. Because I know days like that, I'm not gonna be within that caloric deficit or be within the range where I wanna eat to sustain my weight. This is anywhere or any place I go where I know I'm going to absolutely crush and obliterate some food that day. I'm not tracking any calories that day. And don't let me work out that morning or go hard that day in the gym. I am crushing even more. But like an interview, let's turn this weakness into a strength. Let's turn this negative into a positive. So what do I do to help with this struggle that I know that I have? This is why I purposely have those off days, that 1 day or 2 days a week where I plan for this, right? So the rest of the week or the rest of the days of the week, I'm going to try to focus and hone into a good diet, or not diet, I'm sorry. Well, diet, you can say diet. Diet is what you eat, and I don't like using diet, you know that. But I will try to hone into what I'm eating. I will really watch and try to focus on what I eat, because I'm setting myself up for, or I work out and set myself up for those good times. Now, if you have those times all the time where you can't avoid it, you have to find a way to adjust there to work for your life, your lifestyle. But for me, I don't go out every day. I do go out at times, but majority of the time I am working, or I'm doing some things on the computer. As noted, I'm a guy that works in the office, so I can use those times to adjust to plan for the off days. I'm a believer that you cannot be in a caloric deficit forever, especially an extreme deficit, because you'll get to a point where you get really hungry. So it's okay to have those off days. There are ways that you can fight the struggle, and and I laid out some of the things that I do. Number two. So number 2 is staying consistent. Yes, the guy that preaches consistency, the guy that preaches it struggles with consistency. Yes, my family and friends sometimes joke. I remember a time where, well, whenever we go to the beach, for example, and we have fun times the night before I decide to get up and run. So we'll do whatever social activities, and then I will get up and run the next day. Now the run may not be the best run ever, but you know, that mentality, me wanting to get up and run the next day after a night like I've had, where I've had some adulterated beverages, or maybe I ate too much food. That mentality is, I want to get back on track. I feel like I messed up, and that's the mentality that pushed me through this journey. And I still have that urge to want to get back on track. I want to get to a point where, I'll be honest with you, I don't think I'll ever get to a point where I'm satisfied. And I think that's the point. You don't want to get to that point. You want to always feel like you want to do better. You want to enhance that workout that you did. You want to push yourself harder. That's the mentality that goes into the weight loss journey. I would never say I'm busier than the next person, gal or gal. Everyone has things going on, and some more than others. But it is extra admirable and respectable, regardless of whatever you have going on. And I would never knock anyone that say they can't do it. But it is admirable to those that push through it all, that still continue to have that active mindset through it all. And you do not have to run 6 miles every day, or lift the most weights known to man. That's not what I'm saying. As long as you are being active, that is the key. To piggyback off of my upcoming events part early on, consistency has to do with food as well. I was not a believer in it. I was one of those, as noted in previous videos, I believe since I worked out, I was okay. And that's not right. If I had to put a percentage on it, I would say food or nutrition is 70 to 80%, right? And then working out and exercising is 20 to 30%. Because you can lose weight without working out as long as you're in that caloric deficit. But I think once you want to start getting shapely and build certain parts of your body and things of that nature, that's when exercising and weights and HIIT and all of those come into play. Think about it like this. It is easier to eat all day than work out all day. I mean, you can work out all day, don't get me wrong, but it's easier to sit down and just nibble and snack on things all day. So this is why, to me, nutrition and food is the majority of the percentage. Salads are great for a meal, and I still eat salads every now and then, but you get bored, so you want to find more things to eat than just salads to enhance your nutrition. Watching what you eat forces you to learn what goes into your body, right? So for example, some people like to use butter in the pan or in different food, and that's good, but I think it's 2 tablespoons of some butter can be like 110 calories. And some people load that butter into that food, and believe it or not, you can have 500 some calories just in butter in your food when you don't really need it, and it still tastes good. So I'll make an omelet sometime, and I'll use the 0-calorie spray oil instead of putting that butter to reduce my caloric intake a bit. And I didn't count any calories there. I didn't track it in a food database. I just know right then and there that I reduced 100 some calories just from that. But you start to learn alternatives too. So if I do still, and I still go to fast food spots now, not McDonald's, not Burger King, those places often, but I still go to, for example, I go to Chick-fil-A every now and then, right? Instead of getting the waffle fries from Chick-fil-A, I'm often getting the fruit side or the kale crunch salad. Both of those are less in calories than the fries. Or you can replace with a baked potato at certain places. Now, not all dressed up with the cream chives and sour cream or whatnot, but you can get a baked potato. Baked potatoes are good. That's a good complex carb. But when you start loading up with cheese and sour cream and all this other jazz, that's when you mess up. So number 3, the feeling of accomplishment. The feeling of accomplishment. This could tie into the previous 2, but it's the mama I made it feeling, right? It's the mama I got there. Sheesh, look at that before this haircut. So I lost a good chunk of weight, but what is next? Do I just sit here like a bump on a log? No. Some people still have that feeling of, yes, I accomplished it, I am here. Why? Because I'm fitting smaller shirts and I am able to do things still that I was not able to do before. This shirt right here is a medium. I'm wearing neck sizes from 15 to 17 versus 18 to 20 now. I am still a big guy. I'm just a smaller big guy than a big guy. I mean, all mediums are not the same. Shout out to my boy jcleazy for saying that. I used to wear XXLs and XXs or 2Xs, and you are going to feel accomplished, and rightfully so if you losing this weight, and you should. But that feeling should not be I am done with this weight loss stuff. I'm just going to ride the wave now and do nothing. You work too hard to get to this point where you have lost, but just remember, the journey does not stop. So BlandFit here, like and subscribe people for me, please. I have other videos on my page to help you, to inspire you to lose weight, to get on a weight loss journey. Bland Brigade, stay safe, stay active, stay healthy. BlandFit out.